Come here. Stop, please. Stop.
Hey adrenaline junkies, welcome to KM Top Crazy, where the thrill never stops. Brace yourself for heart-pounding chases, jaw-dropping action, and the most electrifying moments ever caught on camera. If you crave the ultimate rush, you're in the right place. Let's get that heart racing. Driving a yellow Dodge in Arkansas is an exciting experience, but do not turn it into a high-speed chase like in this video. On a beautiful sunny day in Arkansas, Trooper David Whipple was on patrol when he spotted a striking yellow Dodge. At first, the vehicle only changed lanes without signaling, so Trooper David intended to pull it over for a routine check. The driver, Aaron Sadler, initially complied, but it seemed like he was just testing the officer's patience.
Turn off the vehicle.
Moments later, he suddenly sped off, as if there was something illegal in the car. With the road mostly empty, the pursuit escalated quickly. As soon as the vehicle was stopped, the suspect grabbed a backpack and took off on foot. But no matter how fast he ran, he could not outrun Trooper David. Inside the bag was a large stash of marijuana and synthetic drugs. Drug traffickers usually prefer ordinary-looking vehicles to avoid attention, but not this guy. He wanted to stand out, and now he is the most talked-about person in town today. Next, we have a high-speed chase on the highway, led by the legendary Trooper Bird. Why is he called a legend? Because he has never lost a pursuit. No matter how dangerous the suspect is, once Trooper Bird is on the case, it is only a matter of time before it is over. And this chase ended just like that. The suspect's vehicle was completely wrecked in the front after crashing into the curb, but the driver inside remained unharmed. The chase may have looked simple, but executing it with the skill of Trooper Bird is something not everyone can do. Drug traffickers are among the most dangerous criminals because they will do anything to escape when caught. And the suspect in this video is no different. Watch as he plows through grassy fields and weaves between buildings, desperately trying to evade the police.
You circle it, we're going back really
As his vehicle started shaking, a well-timed PIT maneuver could put an end to the chase, and Trooper Thomas seized the opportunity. A large stash of drugs and a significant amount of cash were found in the car. The suspect's identity has yet to be released, but with that much illegal cargo, he is facing a long time behind bars. This chase started off as a routine pursuit, but ended with serious consequences. Initially, officers were trailing a stolen KIA Sportage, trying to bring the suspect to a stop. However, it seemed like the driver either had no experience behind the wheel or panicked when he realized the police were after him. The result? He crashed straight into a wooded area, completely wrecking the front of the vehicle. But the bigger problem was the leaking fuel, which quickly ignited a raging wildfire. Strong winds and dry trees made it impossible for officers to contain the flames, and the fire spread rapidly. It took firefighters over 2 hours to fully extinguish it. A simple pursuit turned into a disaster with unintended consequences.
Hey, stand by, watch out.
This gray suburban SUV is doing everything it can to escape the police. While it is unclear why officers initiated the pursuit, this is definitely a chase worth watching.
Stand by, I'm gonna try to come again. 74.
On a rough and dusty road, the suspect pushes the vehicle to its limits, kicking up thick clouds of dirt that obscure visibility for the pursuing officers. Despite the challenge, they stay right on his tail. Up ahead, the road is blocked, forcing the suspect into a trap. The officers know this and guide him straight toward it.
We're gonna have a signal for he's gonna crash through the gate.
The SUV crashes into thick brush and comes to an abrupt stop. With officers closing in and a K-9 unit ready to engage, the suspect quickly surrenders. Fortunately, no one was injured in this pursuit. A biker on an unregistered motorcycle is trying to challenge Trooper Vrooman. At first, the trooper lightly tapped the rear tire, hoping to bring the suspect to a stop. Everett raised his left hand multiple times as if signaling surrender, but that was just a trick. He then sped off recklessly into oncoming lanes, going far beyond the speed limit. With no other traffic on the road, the chase continued, but letting it drag on would only make things more dangerous. And as expected, it all came to an inevitable end.
All right, dude, get up. Oh! Ah!
The vehicle ahead is being pursued for its connection to a theft at a scrapyard in Littleton. The large metal container in the back is the stolen loot the suspect is trying to transport, but it seems the load is too heavy, scraping against the road and sending sparks flying behind the vehicle.
Type in 3-2, they just lost the trailer.
Before long, the container breaks loose, crashing into a utility pole, while the suspect speeds up in a desperate attempt to escape.
83 ready on well, 39.
They want his car, dude. You got something up there?
Judging by its unsteady movement, the vehicle itself might have come from the scrapyard too. But no police intervention was needed. On its own, the truck swerved off course and slammed into a roadside tree. The vehicle ahead is speeding recklessly, but in just a few minutes, we'll see the consequences of this decision.
C30 Jonesville, I think he wrecked out.
Stand forward 20.
Right here in Luxor, he wrecked out. He got fire.
Stand forward.
Ready?
It turns out this Dodge Charger was stolen in Memphis. Pushing the car to its limits, the suspect lost control after speeding over a railroad crossing, slamming straight into a utility pole. The car was nearly destroyed, but the suspect managed to crawl out just in time. Lucky for him, had he stayed inside, the vehicle would have gone up in flames moments later. Next, we have a pursuit that quickly turned into a legal battle. In this case, Officer Edwards was accused of using excessive force against Justin Wilkins. Wilkins was later found to have suffered broken bones and several other injuries. What started as a routine traffic stop escalated into a dangerous encounter due to Edwards' actions. Another key detail, Edwards' vehicle had no license plate, making it difficult for Wilkins to recognize it as a police car. These factors led to Edwards being charged with civil rights violations and ordered to pay damages to Wilkins. The vehicle ahead was using a fake license plate, and the driver was giving a false name to the police. The moment officers caught on, the driver immediately sped off in an attempt to escape. The suspect was identified as Mercedes Morris, who had multiple outstanding warrants. Just when it seemed like the chase might take time, she crashed straight into a utility pole, bringing the pursuit to an abrupt end. Looks like she realized there was no way out after all.
Hands up! Hands on the wheel, now!
Another pursuit, another crash, but this time, the suspect wasn't so lucky. Around 2:30 a.m., police responded to a petty theft at Walmart. Things escalated quickly when officers discovered the suspect was also driving a stolen vehicle taken the night before. A thick cloud of dust filled the road as the suspect's car sped ahead. Sensing trouble, officers slowed down, and their instincts were right. The suspect lost control, flipping multiple times before being ejected from the vehicle. He was later found with severe injuries. From petty theft to a life-threatening crash, some choices just don't make sense. Stealing a civilian's car is one thing, but stealing a police car to escape, that takes stupidity to a whole new level. And yet, Xavier Cummings managed to do it twice. The 33-year-old suspect first stole a patrol car from the Cocoa Police Department, speeding off with several pepper spray canisters in hand. His motives were unclear, but his actions were reckless. It should have ended there, but Cummings had other plans.
On this car, we got enough people up here. Dog! That's the dog!
While officers were momentarily distracted, he sprinted to another unattended patrol car, jumped in, and took off again.
He's on the move again in a Cocoa K9 Explorer going north on 95.
Okay, we got units coming up just south of Dunlawton. It's the only vehicle coming at you. Center lane, blue lights on.
This time, spike strips were deployed, quickly shredding the tires.
Don't be in the same lane with him. He's going to lose debris all over the road. Williamson. Alright, he's breaking for the median, guys. He's breaking for the median. Breaking for the median. Everybody slow down. Don't ball up here.
It's underneath the wires.
With multiple police units closing in, Cummings had no choice but to pull over and surrender. Officers were searching for a wanted suspect, someone with a history of drug offenses and fleeing from law enforcement. Reports indicated the suspect was wandering somewhere in the neighborhood. Then they spotted her, hiding behind a tree, trying to stay out of sight.
Come here! Stop! Police! Stop! Police! I'm on 2-foot pursuit. Stop! Police! Stop! Come here!
I can't go to jail. Please don't take me.
Give me your hands.
I promise you I'll pay my fine.
Turn around!
I can't go to jail. Lose my job.
Turn around! Give me your hands!
My other hand's underneath you.
Give me your hands!
I can't go to jail, man. I'm gonna lose my job.
Quick, efficient, and effective. That's how they get the job done.
I have a bail bond just come to pick up Leslie Bruner. I'm gonna need to pay a bail bond soon.
3 young men in a gray SUV were wanted suspects in 3 recent armed carjackings. Officers quickly deployed spike strips, slowing the SUV down just enough for the pursuing units to close in.
Failing!
Be reported. You're detained for robbery, eluding.
With no way out, all 3 suspects tried to flee on foot but were swiftly captured. Fortunately, the pursuit ended without any injuries. A police helicopter camera captured the dramatic moment officers swarmed in to arrest 2 car theft suspects at a lot in Indian River County. The takedown happened fast. Within just minutes, both suspects were in custody. Thank you for taking the time to watch today's video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to be part of our channel family. Have a great day and see you later.